When we're wiring the series circuit lab, there's actually 3 trials. First you'll wire the lab with 1 light bulb, then 2 light bulbs, then 3 light bulbs. I'll wire the middle case where we have a series circuit with 2 light bulbs. Again, as usual, power supply is in the same relative position on the schematic as it is in reality. Then the switch here is the same as the switch there. Light bulb here would be like that light bulb. The second light bulb would be like this light bulb. Notice that I'm ignoring all of the meters because there's too many meters. We don't have enough of the meters in our lab so that we can wire them all in at the same time. So we'll take our 2 meters and change the location around the circuit when we have to make the measurements. Now I'll just wire the circuit ignoring the meters. So the wire that goes from the power supply or the source to the switch would be this wire. The wire that goes from the switch to the light bulb will be this wire. Wire that goes from the light bulb to the second light bulb, that's the first light bulb to the second light bulb, is this wire. And finally the wire that goes from the second light bulb right back to the source would be this wire. The wire from the source right to the second light bulb. Now we have a circuit. Wonder if it works. Oops, doesn't work. Check the bulbs. This bulb was loose. That was the problem. To connect the meters, let's assume that we'll hook up meter V1 and ammeter A1. To hook up ammeter A1, let's check where that would be. Here's the first light bulb. Here's the second light bulb. So the ammeter A1 is between the first and second light bulb. Ammeters are always connected right into the circuit, so I will remove this wire and replace it with an ammeter. That is in location ammeter A1. For voltmeter V1, always hooked up around the component. This is the first light bulb. Here's the voltmeter around this light bulb. This voltmeter would be in position V1. So now we could turn the power on, take the read V1 from here, and the ammeter reading from here. Let's assume we wanted to take the ammeter reading at here. That's the total amperage coming out of the power supply, and read the total voltage coming out of the power supply here. I'll disconnect the voltmeter. Oops, that was the ammeter. Disconnect the meters. Remove them from the circuit. Reconnect the circuit as I originally had it. Now for ammeter AT, that's between the power supply and the switch. I could take off this wire, or I could just replace it with the ammeter. This ammeter is now in the position AT, or there, and the voltmeter going from this side of the power supply to that side of the power supply. I could put it here, but there's no place to connect the voltmeter on this terminal, so wires don't change energy, so we can connect the voltmeter from here to this connection here, and this would be the voltmeter. Not convenient there. We can now move the voltmeter to some more convenient location to take the reading. Things look complicated in the real wiring diagram, but they're quite simple on the schematic.